size and a lot of matchup problems that we were very concerned about. And our guys, I thought, just kept staying with the plan and working as hard as they can on the defensive end. We had some ups and some downs. I thought the way we closed in different parts of the game, closed the first half and the last maybe 8 minutes of the second half was really, really good. I mean, that was the difference in the game, just the way we closed things out. Great balance across the board. Collins ran the show, and I didn't think he had one of his better games early, but I thought he really came on late and really orchestrated things and was able to hit, some of those shots behind those ball screens because they kept going under. I thought that maybe the most important play that came was that three that kind of rattled around with Rudd. That gave us a little bit of a cushion down the stretch. So good team win. Noriega, I thought, was terrific, one of his best games. He had the difficult assignment of guarding Caldwell Pope, who's a terrific player. And I know his numbers say 19 points, but I thought Sean had one of his best defensive games, and obviously with 15 points on the other end, was very effective for us.
You've had some ups and downs in the early season. Now it appears like you're playing well. You're building. Are you pretty pleased the last few times out? How it's building?
I really am. I think we're now figuring out who we are and what we can do, what we're good at, what we're not good at. And once the guys really understand what we can do and how we can be effective to win games and buy into it, that's what's going to make us a good team. And so we're getting closer. I still don't think we're firing all cylinders. We need a little bit more out of our bench. I'd like to get Martino Brock going a little bit more. I'd like to, kind of figure out how we can be a little bit more effective out of that 5-spot, 4-spot with Zach, Corey, and Jordan. Get a little bit more out of that. So I don't think we're still where we want to be yet, but we're getting there. We're moving in the right direction.
Stan, it's the second game in a row you're tied kind of right under the 4-minute mark and just pulling out. How much does it help to get some late game practice in these non-conference games?
We won so many games like that in the past, and that's probably going to be a signature for us as well. It's just kind of the way we play and some of our goods and our bads. It's kind of going to be that way, especially against good teams. And a lot of games are pretty much decided, 5-7 points. And fortunately for us, we have a really good point guard who makes good choices and makes good plays. And we're a pretty solid free throw shooting team. So when we get fouled, we do a good job of cashing in. So it's probably going to be a lot of those. Unfortunately, I'm going to age doing this, but it's okay. I enjoy it when we win.
So the last few minutes, kind of like AC's greatest hits. His repertoire, driving the lane, drawing the fouls, getting the ball to Rudd, free throws.
I do think he kind of thrives in those moments. It's almost like he elevates his game, and we put a lot on him, and we put the ball in his hands, and we expect him to be the playmaker. And boy, as a sophomore, he did as a freshman. Now he's a sophomore, he's still doing it. So we trust him, and his teammates trust him, the coaches trust him, and I think he relishes that position, and he's doing a great job with it.
Coach Vic, I think, had about 4 rebounds about 4 minutes ago, and then had maybe 5 or 6 of the last 6 or 7 rebounds. Just you're seeing the pride he takes in rebounding, especially down the stretch, and just what a difference that can make.
Well, it makes a huge difference, and Vic, it's probably been a little bit like a yo-yo. He's been up and down, back and forth on the offensive end, scoring and shooting. But the one thing he has been very consistent at, which keeps him out there, is he's rebounding. We're weak at rebounding, and he's been our best rebounder. So, that's been a strong point for him, and I'm glad to see him kind of relishing that role. I think he said something like that earlier, like, hey, I'm the tallest guy on this team, so I better go get some rebounds. So I think that's something personal for him, and he's doing a great job. And he's getting them late in the game when you really need that big rebound. He's getting them for us.
All right. For Musa, do you feel good about having him Wednesday?
You know what? It's possible. He's practiced last couple of days. He has a little soreness, but he's definitely going on the trip. And we've got 3 days to get ready for this next game, and I'm going to really look at him hard and see what he can do.